It's time for Tip Tuesdays with Dr. Shanna Grant.
Hello, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. To those of you who are new here, we just want to say welcome. And before you click off, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and drop a comment if you find this video interesting, and even if you don't. To those of you who are returning, thank you for rocking with us. So in today's video, we are going to be discussing when is the best time to take the SAT. We get so many questions on this when we're doing our consultations. And so ideally, in the 10th grade or by the 10th grade, you should have seen Algebra 1, Algebra 2, a little bit of geometry possibly, and maybe some pre-calculus or trig, right? And so these are the classes or the content that the SAT is prepping or testing rather for students. This is what we would say, oh, the student is college ready. And yes, this is for the new SAT as well. So we know international students will be seeing the online version of the SAT in 2023. And the US students will be seeing that online version in 24. And so either way, they're still using this, they're still measuring the same content. And so yes, at the end of the 10th grade, you should have seen these topics or these classes already, kind of a glimpse. But of course, this is not absolute. You don't have to have had this. And this is where we would say you need prep, right? If you haven't seen all of these courses, you definitely need to be prepped. But yes, so at the end of your sophomore year, 10th grade, you want to now take the SAT that August before you start your junior year. And now this is perfect because in August, that exam, you will be getting back your results and you would be able to see, or you can order it, of course. This is not free. You have to pay for it additionally to see your scores, and you can see, well, how did I do? What content do I need to work on more, and those type of things. And so then you can gear up to take the SAT another time. Yes, you want to take the SAT multiple times because most times when you take it for the first time, you're like, oh, a little jittery and those type of things. So you want to make sure you're taking it multiple times, especially if you don't score in the 1200 range, because that's where the money starts, right? That's where all the moolah starts. And really 1200 is the bottom lower level of the scholarship funds. And so now you've taken it August. Perfect, right? But you see, I got room for improvement and those type of things. Okay, so now what you will need to do is we suggest taking it March, the next year, March, the following March of your junior year, right? And so this is when now you have a little bit of a leeway, right? Because you have the Christmas break and then you have the beginning of the semester. And so you can study again. And March is also one of those exams where you can get your results back. And so we would say the second time, definitely you want to take it in March, or you can take it December as well. It depends on the student and your course load and what you're doing, extracurricular activities and those type of things. But yes, March would be ideal to take it for the second time. And notice I'm saying the second time because I'm like coming again and I'm saying, oh, you can also take it the third time. And some students may say, but that's a lot of times. Do the schools look negatively on my application for that? No, it's okay to take it multiple times, right? Because what the SAT does, they super score. And when we say super score, they're taking the highest of the two sections that you take. And so if the first time you take it and you get your, like, say, a 700 in English, and then the second time you get a 500, I don't know why that would happen, but this is hypothetically, then what this means is they'll take the higher score when they're summing all your scores together. Okay, awesome sauce. And so you take it and you have this dream score of, let's say, I don't know, 1420 for your SAT, because you have this school that you want to get into and their minimum requirement is 1400 and you're like, I want 1420. Well, you have the option of taking it again in August before your senior year starts. Well, at the beginning of your senior year. And why are we saying this? We want August to be August, or the beginning of your senior year, to be the last time you take the SAT, because we all know that after August starts, you're worried about applications for college, right? You're worried about graduation. You're worried about your GPA. You're worried about all the extracurricular activities you have. And so you don't want the SAT to be also an additional worry for you. So we do recommend that the last time you take it would be August. And so if you prepare ahead of time, you would be prepared, right? And so, of course, getting your scores back and those things, this will help you to kind of know where to study, how to study, get you a tutor or SAT prep specialist who is skilled at this, right? And this is all they do, or this is what they have done for a while. They have a great track record. You want to make sure you have somebody who knows the SAT, not just being good at math, but also knows the SAT, the ins and out, and those type of things. Now, you also want to, and you know, a lot of times, students will come to us as a senior. And so if you're a senior, I would say the latest that you want to take the SAT is in December of your senior year. Because, listen, when you take it that August, right, beginning your senior year, you are able to apply for what we call early action, early decision deadlines, and those type of things. These deadlines start as early as October. And so if you have not taken the SAT in however many times you've wanted to take it, and you're a senior, you're going to be a little bit behind. However, regular decision deadlines start like November, December, depends on the school that you're going to. And so, of course, research must go into which school you're looking for and the deadlines and those things. But we recommend December being the last date that you're taking the SAT. But if you must, I guess the only option would be March. If you're a senior, the last option is March, because all deadlines are like April. And so if you don't take it March, then you won't be able to apply for your schools that you're looking for, okay? Now, I do want to also put this in. We have this perfect timeline of when to take the SAT, but a lot of times students will sign up for a course or for a one-on-one tutoring, and they're so busy. I know. We want to make sure we have our essays looking right. We want to make sure that we look like this well-rounded student. So we're trying to make sure we're juggling things. However, we recommend strongly that when you are deciding that I'm going to prep for the SAT and I'm serious this time, I don't know if it's your second time, some students are serious their first time, you have to make sure you set aside time, okay? We recommend 2 to 3 hours per day. So if you can look at your block or your schedule or your semester and see, okay, I have more free time to take the SAT, especially if you are a junior or upcoming junior, you know, you're in the 10th grade and you're kind of getting ready now. If you are an upcoming junior, you need to look at your schedule and really see, when do I have time to prepare for the SAT? And sometimes we tell students that even though you're busy, you can make time. Come on, we scroll social media, we do all these different things. You can make time. And I tell students that includes going to bed a little bit later than usual or waking up a little bit earlier than usual, right? But you have to put the time in, because we have seen and research has shown that there is a correlation with the number of hours students commit to studying. And so, of course, we can give you all the tips and the tricks and all these good stuff, but if you don't set aside the time to actually study, right? If you don't set aside the time to actually sit, study, and prepare, do your practice exams and those type of things, then prep will be pointless. Now, I will say we have students who have sat in our class and they've gone up 100 points, right, on average, just sitting in our class. But you want to go up more than that, right? I'm pretty sure. Well, it depends on the student. But you do want to make sure you're setting aside the time to study. Well, that's it for today. We hope that you, for this week rather, we hope that you have gained a lot. And if you have, make sure to drop some comments. What is your age range? Or if you're a parent, what's the age range of your child? Are they right at the mark? Are they already past the mark? Let us know in the comments. We love to know who's watching. All right, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.